It's time for final video of this series. I hope us to um, do a aspect videos in new way. Again, nine. There was generation. I don't like Pokemon for generation 9. There's so many horrible designs. There's some good designs. I really love Pikachu line. I'm realized not talking associate it as a title. But yeah, I don't like PAldea. Just be like, no generation of Pokemon are bad. Like, yeah, like, Nova had at least some good designs. And even there was one aren't that bad, honestly, but like, last two generations are just horrible. I had, I had some of those Pokemon, and I fully hate them. And, yeah, and this time we have over 200 shards, which means that, yeah, because you see, this then probably because I select the largest amount of Pokemon. Most of them are like, unfortunately, I saw not original things. The true thing is that basically like, Zena is probably bot. Yeah, I said when it comes to number of Pokemon generation. But I saw probably when it comes to originality, it's probably the least original one. Maybe the nation 2, but like the nation 2 had this point they had like only 100 creatures and of those 100 Pokemon like many of them like all of them were resurrected ideas from first generation or pre-evolution slash evolution to previous Pokemon. The nation 9 first has evolutions. It's actually funny enough the most original of those things. Second, it has mega evolutions, which are horrible. Like, I mean, some of them are fine, at least they're cute, but they're mostly horrible. Third, the two worst ideas of setting is that they have like, not like, they literally created they took a real life thing of like fire evolution. I don't remember how it's, I think it's fire evolution. I'm not sure if was correct name. What I mean is basically to like, let's take, for example, bats and bats. So bats are basically mammals, bats are basically bats. So the thing that they have in common is the fact that they have wings. The reason why they have wings and why those wings are in similar, but why they are from completely different groups is the fact that they just had similar environment and then have like the similar position if like the food chain in nature. So basically like this para evolution is basically when you have two creatures not connected to each other that just have similar traits because of the of environment. So they used to this as a pretext to make a not even a regular forms. So called new Pokemon. Yeah, I think also like, yeah, there are of course regular forms, but like they are on the same level of originality. And the lowest spot of originality in this game, Paradox Pokemon. Yeah. Because we took random Pokemon that we didn't so I love for a long time, and either I gave them a prehistoric aesthetic or futuristic aesthetic. So let's go to the video. Yesterday with my boy Grace Pigatito, I really like this, they're adorable. They're actually based on Iberian Lynx kitten, and yeah, also adorable. Fragato is based on Iberian Lynx and cat from Shrek. I could put this photo, but like I didn't find. And this is I did in burnings. I put it. Masquerada is also based on the same thing. They also have those masquerade master. So it's like due to fact that they have books. And funny thing with PAldea is the fact that they like because like they all Spain the fact that it's Spain and they actually made more research, put more effort in making historical research of Spain than in making Pokemon. So they discovered a small fact that Spain was under Habsburg dynasty. And Habsburg dynasty was like this super powerful dynasty from Austria. They like at one point literally didn't like they basically have super giant power to like have a few branches but like at one point like at the point of the peak they like literally had like as one dynasty. This is key. Right. As one dynasty, so it wasn't like one empire like in the case of British Empire or Mongol Empire, but like as one dynasty they had like largest control over and ever. Like at least this what they act said in Vienna, but like yeah they like controlled at one point Iberia, Netherlands, Aust- Austria, Germany, Italy, and they like all of the smaller German states, they also can had kind of control over North France, and you see, and I like speak, and like they almost had control over Poland. They kinda had control over Croatia and Hungary, but it was only kinda because of Ottomans, and they also from a like official they had control over Switzerland, but it was more like they just didn't recognize independence of Switzerland before like 1648. Like they, according to them, Switzerland was part of them, but they were de facto like according to everyone else, Switzerland was like independent state since like 14th century. And I only mentioned it like the lands in Europe because you have also remembered that when they were at the peak of power, it was like middle 17th century, and like they had on their control, skipping like civil wars and rebellions and the fact and who really controlled, but they technically had control over like over colonies of the three of whom like probably five largest colonial empires ever. They like had remember British Empire and French Empire only started the colonization. So they technically speaking like had entire Americas under their control. They had Indonesia, they had random parts of Africa, India. Even they have some lands in China and Japan if I'm correct. I'm not sure, but like my point is that they really had a bigger empire technically than British, not even if this wasn't single state. And yeah, so because of this and they made a research, so there's a lot of Pokemon that aren't necessarily associated with Spain and like Latin America, but like is connected to Habsburgs. And most cards were like popular thing among nobility. The Coco, in addition to looking similar to this McDonald, to this like there was like this game and the cat apple I think it was from Rasa apparently that was in McDonald's and in my opinion it looks similar. And of course it's crocodile. And I got the crocodile is like there's a crocodile and they have those cool hats and yeah. And of course we have scanned this and like they obviously I often I like obviously they no, this is somewhere like they're obviously from Mexico and they are obviously based on the soul carnivores. Also scale this isn't technically based on Gatobodon, has a species of Dinosuchus and Sarcosuchus, they were like the largest crocodiles ever. Oh, and here we go! A Cauxy. Yeah, a dark Pokemon. The reason why I put Ross was beloved former president, segment and president and ruler and emperor Jarosław Kaczyński, polskie SPA, is the fact that like literally I saw this Pokemon. It was in 2022, this was the at point. I just couldn't be like, oh my god, they put Kaczynski. Yeah. Fun fact, but if I remember correctly, the main right-wing party in Spain is quite Vox, but like I would have to check it. No, I'm not joking. Vox. It was part of People's Party, like, yeah. So apparently, yeah, funny enough, the Vox Populi might be actually a real political passport from Spain. And interesting if like it's actually like slogan, political slogan from Spain to like visit pop and so and took it is a good idea. Now Vox Party just we fund about the has been called and we use the slogan. I think it will. I mean, Americans have to stay and right-wing people have to stay. But hey, Coxie is actually based on classic domestic dark breed which came from Indonesia. And yeah, they eat their meat. And like, and the thing about Indonesia is like I said before, from they had control over Das Empire and Das Empire had control over Indonesia and also South America duck. Caxway is based on crested duck, Roman goose, which is from America if I remember correctly, and it's also Roman goose. I'm not sure if I saw this some Roman goose or crested duck. And Roman goose is connected to Capitol and to the like scripts of it was I don't remember but it was something like the those gooses were screaming and like it woke up like soldiers in Capitol or something like that if I remember correctly. And they said it wrong. When it was the like a city state. Fun fact, technically speaking Roman Empire was like technically speaking for the entire duration actually kinda a city state. Like the joke is that it was like kinda a citizens control by yes land. It's also why they were called Roman Empire. Like, this is horizontal technically like they just started as city state, name they just created city because like those were the thing is that like is just like if Athens conquered entire Greece instead of Macedonia there was the Athens Empire. And Kakwa is based on red knobbed kut, which is from Africa and South Spain. We have Rexon, which is based on the Black Imperial pig, Adorable. Short part are probably its meats. And I couldn't find my one, but Ancora is based on two races. First is Celtic pink from Galicia in Spain, and think that like Galicia, there are two Galicias, the dog is the like Austrians took the like the least populated part of the world, what aka Eastern Poland. Okay, and they also gave the pure Western Ukraine with, and they called like they took this land It for some odd reason it's like called it Gaisa after like Spanish reasons. So there was two Gaisas and Durok Ping from USA. We have spin Tarantula with his, of course, based on Tarantula like Tenacious, but I saw out with a Spadday, which came from the shape of webs. Spider-Ops is based on Deno pieces of spider and like regular general or space ops from the very price of world. And I don't think that I need to set a time to like from Central South Americans where I know who had control over this spider. Niby is based on meadow grasshopper, which apparently is like grasshopper that can't fly. The only connection, the like, and I think that if we are speaking about grasshoppers, uh, Spain, Germany, and Japan, the only other connection between, this is funny. This is, so, fun fact, there was like some sort of German story book, the book called Malabi. It wasn't popular in the West, but it was popular in Poland, and I think it was probably also popular in Germany. So the joke is, there was an adaptation, and in this adaptation, uh, TV series was actually an anime, and it was a grasshopper. Speaking about anime popular in Poland, if I remember correctly, there are Muminki. I don't know what is for official name in Finland, but all like Sidden book series from like 100 years ago from Finland that are super popular in Finland and in Scandinavia and like also in Eastern Europe technically. So the thing is that once more there was Japanese anime adaptation. But like there was few, but like there was like this famous one and there was like the monster called Buka. Which was like think that terrified like people 20 years ago, like basically like that's the nation before internet. It's a million us. By the way, how much this video took? Oh my god. No Kings is based on Grasshopper Navaja bed. And we have Orokai Picasso clone. And I have to, it's almost a new like, I'm making it like one day before New Year Eve. I will put it in the New Year Eve. I'm going to take shocking statement probably as first based on internet. I'm going to say, think that is probably as shocking as if Donald Trump would open himself as gay. I love Palmy. I think it's one of the better Pokemon in the nation. It's adorable. It's definitely better than this big shit with hammer and this shit in armor and this upper shit. Yes, I named probably my three most uh, my three least target Pokemon. I just love Palmy. And I based on Marmals, especially like the species from Alpine. And IPs are, and I don't know why IPs, probably because IPs are like literally in the center of Europe. I don't know what PNAs, maybe there is no in PNA. And speaking about Zemans, we have Maschow, no, Tandemas and Maschot. I put them both, technically, I think there's at least that I wouldn't have to. So this is, so that based on the Posean toys of like Shivani company, if I remember correctly, with I for Japan, but they are like obviously, of course, probably are some Rad Mickey. Well, I mean, Mickey Mouse. I mean, still, but I'm not sure if, because I'm not sure if actually isn't still copyrighted. If he is, oh my god, I am just on the radar of the neo and yeah, and like I said, there's just wide amount of German sounding names in this generation. I don't know why, but like I said, Habsburgs. So basically speaking, yes, there are actually white German immigrants in white German immigrants. No, 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 no. My mistake. I forgot. I forgot. Sorry, I forgot that Zeman aren't white anymore. I forgot that every white Zeman was created by the every Antifa and every West and every communist in the and like the Hitler was a good guy and he tried to save all world from the Semitic people that actually now the only people that lives in the money are Arabs and Turks, especially Turks. Jokes aside, but like yeah, they have a lot of Turks. They have a huge Turkish minority because after World War II, but before the huge migration waves, modern waves, there was like huge migration wave from Turkey to Germany. So does this mean that those are Turkish migrants that came from Germany? I don't think so. And we have another type Pokemon, and we have another type Hound Pokemon. This is feed out based on Das Hound, which is I call Yannick because it's important Yannick, but like it's also known as South's Pokemon. Not South's Dog. I mean, I literally just looking at South's. Okay. And yeah, and this is like the Scott puppy connected with some sort of Spanish candies name I didn't about and this is like different kinds of breed. Probably like baguette, yeah, baguette from France or Kaiserka. I don't know what is like the name in English. I don't think it's even popular in USA. But those are like round. Oh, those are no. Oh, they are exact this, but like that's the size. Oh, I think it's this one. Basically, I think it's that they are from the mania doing them it after Crazy. And we have Smurf and Dive, which are based on Oiva. And Arboriva is based on Oiva tree. Yeah, Oives are very huge part of European culture, of course, mostly connected to Greeks. And we have Squawkaby, which is based on Monk Parakeet. And they are like very common in Europe. Apparently, especially in Spain. I remember them being in okay, but the problem is that like there's a lot of green pions. Basically, I'm not sure if this is the same species or not, but like the thing with like this one in okay, that if I remember correctly, that was something like the thing from the private owners. I'm not even sure if this is the same species because in that they had a lot of those of the similar pilots. I mean, it's like green pilots sitting on the you can't see unless you see on photo unless you see it in their eyes and like you can't prove that they were tape because they are so hard to spot. And look, I like super common design. And the had reason in India because the India has a lot of predators and like it was over the cover up. Like I mean literally there are things like monkeys, bigger birds. I mean I'm not sure if I've thought about this, but that was India, okay? I don't know. India, so like name like best to think about like India. I think that like the one that like everyone universally thinks about is peacock. So the result is that the only peacocks, what peacocks I saw in India was in like parks connected to zoo. Maybe it was like one or two. And you see, they had like obvious things like sparrows, pigeons, parrots, technically monkeys. Nothing to even some not ravens actually, despite having designed even, but like otter, corvinettes. And then the most common bird in India, at least in New Delhi, the one bird that like we in Europe seem as like super powerful cool bird that like Europeans use as national symbols, Americans use as national symbols. India. Yes, you hit me right. The most common bird in India is freaking India. Like when I saw first time those English, I just thought that it's some sort of like rice tropical bird. And but like we heard of this guy in the like the friend of my parents. The dog is the literal in English. Like they are so common in noodle. Like yeah, like they are so common in noodle. Like the we sock we taught them that we don't have them in Europe. And they thought that even things like pigeons and sparrows are in Europe. Yes, they are so common for them, so normal, that the fact that somebody can think that they are like rabbits, it's like you thought that you never saw Ara. Actually, I never saw that one, by the way. And there is another species of parrots, a red-tailed black cockatoo. And here, there we have nothing. This is based on mason rocks. Nasdaq is based on Veracruz sculptures. They look kinda cool. And Gaganak is based on pyramids of Guimar, derived from Tenerife. So I kinda, okay, I kinda like that in like my third favorite Pokemon. It's not that bad. I didn't like its cover on the premiere. I think that I like some of the horrible Pokemon. It is kinda okay. I just don't like this over cool, like overcooked Pokemon. And he's literally based on cadets. Red Bonic Cycle. Amaryllis is based on the Wifete with one some sort of king, or one of those Spanish kingdom, I don't remember which one. And Ceres is based on acid. We have Tadbulb, which is based on Tadpole and Yadbulb. Baybird is based on Kulaba Dwarf Frog, which is from South East Brazil, East Bolivia and Paraguay. Bolivia and Paraguay were parts of Spain. Brazil also was part of Iberia Union. We have water which is based on storm petrel, which are like some sort of common based in many things. Like I noticed something is common if I didn't was what in the next to names where they come from. Oh my god, I didn't notice until now that I saw photo with a freaking suit. This is even, oh my god. Tower based on frigate band. Tower identities. Massive is based on Puppy of Spanish Mastiff and Mabostiff. Remember how I told you that Harburg had control over Italy? I think that I should mention one more thing. So the thing with Italy is that there were that it was technically speaking historically like divided in three parts when it comes to like since the fall of Rome. No, since when Byzantine Empire was like pushed away from those lands to unification of Italy. No, not even to unification of Italy. Even maybe like okay, so like at least for like 1,000 days for rest, and like between Italian war of like Napoleon's Italian war and like 1,000 days LA, they were technically speaking divided in two parts. There was all even like four parts. First, there were like Mayan republics that were super powerful trade and powers that like were cruise trade powers, including Venice and Genoa, and also Pisa at one point. But like main ones, Genoa and Venice, and they were part of empire. And then there was the central part. It wasn't under control, and there were three parts of the peninsula. Not the part was under like full control of the uh, Holy Roman Empire. They were like fully incorporated into this country, so they were technically speaking countries and lands. The southern part was basically like Sicilia and like southern part of like where is Naples is modern like the southern part of Italy. And it was for a long time under control of Spain. It was yes, it wasn't part of it wasn't part of the Germany, it was part of Spain, so the before it was under control of Normans, Aka Vikings. Like just basically I remember the 10 Terramotions and then it Spain took this and concretely speaking crown of Aragon and then Spain and basically the result is that certain part of Italy wasn't under control of German Habsburg but Spanish Habsburgs. And also there was central part which was technically like some random states which like later became Florence and then Tuscany. And things that were under control of Papal State or Vatican. And that's basically the thing is that Italian mafia is like of course from certain part of Italian peninsula and like yes be like Italian mafia, Italian mastiff is also called North and Cane Corso. We have soda. It's based on Iberian shrew. Souls are like those poisonous animals if I written mammals that are like if I remember correctly they are also the smallest mammals in the world. And I think they are like now fishes are definitely so small. There are also pioneer and Desman and Tenek from Madagascar. And then we have Maurice from Madagascar and King Julian and Penguins of Madagascar, which is Gaffer Eye, which is based on II from Madagascar. I'm not sure why is Madagascar here because there is no connection to Madagascar between Spain and Madagascar. The closest thing is that, but fun fact about Madagascar, France kinda took, there was at one point king of Poland, Polish man almost became king of Madagascar, and Madagascar almost became Polish colony, a country made by both Polish people and also so Adolf Hitler fan club before they started to killing them of Saint Exhausted. The problem was that why the deportation was successful. First, it was part of Poland, and then British people were literally killing Jews, and I didn't make it up. It's real. It really happened. Like yes, because of British people, Holocaust took place. It's kinda sad. I don't know why I said it in this way. Babin and Bambergas are based on two beliefs. They're like in every single parody of like you'll notice the like in every comedy, in like every cartoon to like it will have that's cool. I mean literate is ok instead like that literate tentacle and tentacle. I don't have any other word. Fun fact, tentacle was meant to be called Portuguese man of war originally. No, man of war. But like there's like AI species Portuguese man of war. And you remember what when that Portugal was part of Spain. You have crab, which is based on Oscar crab, this is I think rivet crab, and I believe it is based on this Zan guy from like Moana, Varana, I don't remember which one is correct in US, which was designated like was in this movie. We have Capsule Kid and Scobie with a combination of C and Kappa. We are not that like Mexicans of sea pepper. We have Rayon, which is based on the duck bitter, which are those bitters that they made are boys out of poop. And Rapska is based on the Scarabellus, was a holy bitters in Egypt. There are actually two yards of Egyptian Pokemon. And let's be and that's one reason what in Spider. First one is obviously because they are Arab. Because, first off, there was this fascination of Egypt in Europe among like in 18th century, like when they basically started to fascinate with ancient time, the Enlightenment era age. This also when the Illuminati was created, Masons were created when democracy, modern democracy behind is conservative, like reference evolution, like this is like the basically the beginning of modern era. It's like basically the people, basically like there was this guy Newton who discovered gravitation, like people suddenly turned from being idiotic, easy to manipulate, master, like listen to whatever uh, local press taught them to like actually people they just you not those video games to like and RPG games that you have to unlock basic skills. They literally we as humanity in year what we needed we only like 300 years ago learned the basic ability of doubt. Basics you have unlocked function. You can now press X to doubt this guy. It is existing object. And second reason why of from class finance is like of course Spanish has a lot of migrants. I didn't met this joke when I was in Carlos with Fennekin because first it was started, second it was only one Pokemon, but like two Pokemon. Especially like and you want to like especially who evolves in Alaska by making 1000 steps. Yeah, you want me and make me baby that like I mean, if they have are working for so long in to evolve, it means it's not so that literally Pokemon that Mosaki came from Pokemon version Morocco to Paldea. We have fitting which is based on Double Octopus, named after Dumbo, and we have Espatra named after Cleopatra, which if you ask anyone who isn't black power power supporter like back race supremacy and like total racist towards white people. Louis learned that she was Greek origins, but if you ask the black supremacists like the former like the Will Smith ex-wife, you learn that she was black woman. We like even make existence angry. We get a Vactio, this is literally to get Vactio, but like instead of being on but like instead of belonging to black man, they belong not to white man. I thought Wicked is based on Garden E. Bobadin is based on stork, which is like the symbol of spring in Poland and is like also commonly like associated with bringing students to parents. I mean like I'm thinking like the always or European version of the birds and bees. Finizen is this literary dolphin, the same paraffin. And this here for I didn't put it here, but like it's obviously like okay, I didn't put it because like let's be like super dolphin. If you know anything about dolphins, you will learn that they are literally like abstain of the animal world. Climate and abstain. I mean, it suspiciously looks similar, looks humanoid-like, and it's suspiciously kinda, I don't know, maybe I just look too deep. It's I'm trying to be too deep and suspicious, but like, it kinda looks for me like the magical substances that come from your sessions on incognito. One is based on Ezin. Still Ezin is very correlated in okay, but like, I mean, yeah, English are popular. I think that when it comes to Spanish skies, the most popular is Sakura. And like, of course, we have Revolve, automobile, autos. Autos are, of course, Dongchan, BMW, Ford Technica, and Volkswagen. Volkswagen, which was created by freaking Adolf, you know who. We have six lizards, right? So they probably just took made like idea of creating part of Pokemon, so they created two similar looking and they just combine this idea and they just make something in the middle of them. But like it's also based on like the it's literally basically dragon. But it is real species. Earthworm is based on the earthworm. In Bearworm lizard, yes, there is real wizard, and sandworms, which are like from Dawn. Oh, I put in one corner. So they are like Mongolian dead worms. These are like Mongolian cryptids that like really they're like they're like super dead. I don't remember, but like they're like suspiciously very probably to exist. Like they're so rare, like one of the realistic antique even scientists believe. Antique they might be, right? And Sand was from doing like the way in the movie. We have uh Gimmet. I don't remember this Pokemon, I don't even remember what it was based on. And Gimera is based on the Pacifera Rare. So probably Zimmet is a small version of this. We have Gabbard and Hamstone. They're based on the Catalan Sick Dog. You guess what is Catalan? It's based on also Bart, which is a race from France. And is Commodore, also known as Mob Dog, which is from Hungary. And like basically like those are the two men. The fact that it's like Catalan, Catalona, and there is like Hungarian is obviously. We have Flamingo Pokemon. And speaking about Flamingos, I think this is funny thing. So I was in Kiasau. This is like the that's obviously territory, like there is colony with like separate government, but like the thing is that like I literally like colonies, they're like vassal states of Dutch Empire, they're like literally they're like two, they have three islands next to each other in the in Caribbean Sea, close to Venezuela, they have aircraft carrier, which is, I think it's actually used by, with like different self-defense, and I'm not sure if like actually Americans don't use it enough for crime purpose. So I'm probably so like war criminals. But basically it is always the like they have an army type. They have also shockingly close army for like the fact that they are like three small islands that like maybe have like half of million population at top time. And this army has like one job. Not to secure them from Venezuela. Not to secure them from Trump. No, no, no. Secure those islands for getting independence. Yes, I'm not joking. And yeah, and the thing with Flamingo was the all of course was landing over the Tiaso within the random natural sites, and there was a port, which was supposed to be a place where there were supposed to be flamingos. Flamingos. And there was flamingo. One flamingo. One. Like imagine they are like going to place that where it's supposed to have like a lot of wildlife and you see like emptiness and like literally in the middle of nowhere is like one bird where like there was supposed to be like thousands of them. I'm not joking. Probably this is also how like Google makes those photos for your PC back until like I'm not joking, literally there was like this one flamingo that like decided to like screw up the whole migration secret like to just if they like I don't know, maybe it was like some master if he decided to stay there forever. Maybe he was like crypto guy who maybe he was like flamingo inserted couldn't find a girlfriend. Or he was too old then too far away. Saturday is based on Belgan Naval and Bohead Way. And Titan is based on Saturday and Isonaut Atlantic Highway. Veruza is Hagfish. Dodozo is West Catfish. This is some sort of like I don't remember if it was scripted or just rice catfish. Tasugi is it rice sushi. By the Upe is oh no because I wasn't looking Primate. Primate is it oh Anihilab. Anihilab is it that Primate. At least they are finally met evolution to Primate. And thanks God that they didn't decide to just make it recognize for like evolution like with the Gaia evolutions. We have by the Taros on borders. What? This photo even. What is okay, and probably so as that I took wrong pixel. Wrong. We have by the Whooper which is based on Iberian Rebirth Node. And we have Kotsai which is also based on Boffice, which is called known as I guess Swiss ever, which is from Australia and Tasmania. Tasmania was like named after like some guy from Holland, but it was discovered after Netherlands became separate country. Firing Ziyaf is based on Ziyaf firing and also copy. And I saw two extinct species and tried to find photos that they would look like similar to Ziyaf. It was hard. First of them is Sylvia Tell, which was like European Ziyaf. Also in Africa, but like European Ziyaf. And Decanateum is like the extinct Ziyaf that was only in Spain. We have Dudu Spice, which is literally Razor Dun Spice. King Rabbit is like based on the King Caesar's samurais technical and like running and like so good. And we have all pseudo legendary Pokemon. Fiddlybugs and Terra in test. Fiddlybugs is based on baby Concavenator. This is Concavenator is the Spanish Spinosaurus, and if I remember correctly, it's Aristotelizes carnivore and dinosaur from Europe specifically, but like the trick is like the Spinosaur but looks more like all the Spinosaurus is from Spain. Activigan is based on the Concavenator. Organosaurus, which is from Emerald country, and if I remember correctly, its other name is like Erodzaurus, if I'm correct. It's also from Sat. I just love those, love like those, the fact that Africa for some odd reason has Emerald country and Sat. It's also Arizonanzaurus, and Arizona was part of Spain at one point, and the Methodon is a dinosaur. It's older than dinosaurs. We have back Sky Blue. This is based on, of course, on Spinosaurus, with actually, according to neuroscience, looks like this. And actualizes, carnivore dinosaur from Europe. Vibona venatrix. Green, gold, and golden gold, like, of course, based on gold and like gold. And we have four legendary Pokemon that were like closet in like those red things. So first of them is I don't remember because I forgot to watch it. Version is cool. It's based on Snow Leopards, Mirador, Dinictis from North America, and Copro for Nails from Asia and North America. We have Tingle, which is literally as Taurus. We have Zero, which is based on Goldfish. And Caridon and Miraidon. Caridon, I believe, is like literally just called Tyrannosaurus. It's like, of course, based on like the dinosaurs fetid, with like fetes. We have Gretus, that is of course based on Mammoth. We have a scripted literally Ziggler with longer hair. We have Broad Bonnet. Futterman is based on Pursa and Cigar. Oh my god, we have like fully poised Pokemon. It's sad because I had to like Generation 10 is going to take place in Indonesia, apparently as the links. This means that the first boys Pokemon is going to be the national symbol of boys people. No, Ranus isn't going to be first. I really hope that we will get Proboscis Monkey. Or the Safety Monkey. Or Orangutan. Oh, well, by the way, we entered this part where those Pokemon are not easy. Like, Cittering is like, this on fire, I don't even. Sandy so yeah. I mean, I don't even going to tell what is often based on because it's too easy. Working Work is based on the Saurophysis from North America, Dinog from China, Tobosaurus from Europe that could live in Spain, and Vibonal Venatrix. We have Miraidon, which put us in the another. So we have like, yeah, we have just bunch of Cybernized all the Pokemon. This is like Super Charizard, Super Donphan, Super Daybed, Super Tyranitar. Okay, this one is probably also actually based on Mechagozia. I'm sure that like when they came up with this idea of making mechs, like this was the first they came up with like Aaron Suguis. Also I managed to put like Aaron Vocalola and Aaron Makuhita into. But yeah, this is probably like Mechagozia. We have if I remember correctly, there was a Mecha King Ghidorah in Godzilla movie. It was like there was a Ghidorah, but like from first like they sent it to destroy Japan because Japan was too powerful and too cool, and yeah, for this basically coalition of anti-anime fans decided to destroy Japan before before Pokemon were created, and they said Ghidorah in like armor. So yes, Mr. Aaron to Zugui is I don't even care. Yep, yep. Great. Whatever those four guys were named. But one was say nice like based on Bearway. Where Bear? We have Poltergeist and Sinister. They are based on Matza. Green Matza from McDonald's. We have Okidog with another king based on Buff Dog. Does mean. I didn't find better photo. Monkey Doll is Monkey. Feather Deep Fitting is based on Copper Feather. And I of those three with like uh Okidogi and with this actor I'm imagining very good. And based on some sort of like Japanese legend of like boy traveling with three animals that like kinda resemble me Wizard of Oz for some odd reason. We have Aharodon, which is based on Guadana International Beast. Doggy Fire is based on Striacosaurus from North America and Sinoceratops from China. Nazis Bird is Giraffe and Brontosaurus. And here we have more unoriginal Pokemon. Terrapagos is of course based on like Total of Life. We have uh I don't even remember his name. Pesa maybe? And here we go. The so awful Megavos. What the hell is that? Mega Dragonite yeah. So we have Clifford that have too many drinks. Victibet that had too many food. Uh Patrick. Mega Dragonite at least looks cute. Yeah. Why the hell didn't they make a Mega Typhosynth is unfunny joke? The literally took camera and painted it in gold. That is something original. Mega Gata looks white. Mega Fossil is based on Takaona, a female toy spirit from Japan. Apparently, also Mega Embryo is like based on some sort of Chinese genre. Yeah. Mega Scorpion is Isotai. And yeah, yeah, yes, that's the key. I mean, he's funky, but I didn't remember which photo was. I couldn't find the original photo, and yeah, yeah. I mean, this is the eyes of the clear fanboy. Mega Electros is based on Crackfish that is everywhere except of Red Sea and Arctic Ocean. Mega Sandere is like iterized as a Sandere. This one is based on Kings apparently. Mega Defog, in my opinion, like is skinny based on the witch from Wizard of Oz. I don't remember even her name. Greninja is like look is meant to look cool. Yeah, yeah. This one is like based on the hypnotizing realms. Why it exists? Oh, it's actually based on Sign of Devi. Mega Dark Race is based on Brown Anger. God, I think the God Anger is like running the climate of like the rivers in my country. Yeah, this is like so awful. But apparently it's based on the Xenon, which is got dragon that was also in the Dragon Ball, so it get passed. Yeah, no. Okay, it's actually a tree. It's based on tree. It looks awful. And here we go, Mega Dimension. Those Pokemon where I was finishing making selecting for this photo were like yes, than 2 years old. Well, I will put this video to like that will be reiterate which was old. To release it in 10th December. So how the latest Pokemon looks like? Mega Raichu was of course made because creators decided suddenly when making 7th generation Terry capitalize they like capitalizing not only from Picasso but also from its evolution is a good business. Yeah, don't know why Symmetro has Mega Evolution. Mega Absolution is apparently based on Azrael, which is like the dead Enzai. It's like very associated with like Razor. It's actually from Koran. And like, and kind of was supposable yes in Koran. Like apparently like modern reasons. It isn't actually a demon. And thought I was like Azrael is some sort of demon, but no, it's actually an Ezra. Yes, God. I mean, like, Ayak, but like, Ayak is like God, like, Yakfe, God, Ayak is like, technically speaking, the same thing. It's all on the face. Yeah, Cat are dead ends. This is like, remember, Quran is like, New Testament was like addition to Old Testament. Quran was like addition to Biblia. But like, with that, Torah, I mean, it's Biblia is like updated Torah, like, this is updated. Yeah, I mean, technically speaking, like those are taught. I think it's like realistic speaking. I think it's like realistic to believe that actual crime might be also true. And if it is true, that means that God, or God, for a reason, the good beloved father that knows everyone and is your friend is judgmental like is like the greatest best goodest person in being had an answer that that whole purpose is like king. Yeah, Mega Seraph is right, but it's actually based on this cool Arabic folklore called Ras. I don't know why Mega got another verse. Yeah. Yeah, I think it looks kinda cute and weird. Yeah, I don't know why, but he looks for me similar to Dr. Eggman. Megagoy's support is literally Starbucks. They literally, I think they just forgot that they made a Starbucks version of all the Pokemon already in Generation 5 where they made a Genesect. Genesect? It was literally a copy of Kabuto and Minto Adva. Yeah. The code are so slicing for this. I dealt with it having two hands. This is how we could got. This is what we have. Yeah, our most forgotten Pokemon has Mega Evolution. Sushi. Ale literally took Mega Gas from the supposed store. They gave him clothes on the ring. Spikes. Mega. Oh no, not this one. Yeah, I don't know what is this. Yeah, they gave him. He pick him out. Mega Darker is based on Beholder. And we have Mega. No, we have Mega Sphinx. No, no. Sphinx and it's Mega Luxray. Oh, one moment. My mistake. It's not Mega Luxray. It's Mega Zara. I think that they were trying to make Mega Luxray, but they accidentally ended with design that looks too similar to Zara, so they named it in Mega Zara and called it a day. And yeah, Mega Megana. The last Pokemon in Pokédex. The newest Pokemon. Yeah, I'm done. Fanai and Co intenuje like aspect videos.